Hi guys, and welcome to day 58 of our 365 Days of Courage, where we always try to encourage one another every day for a year with God's words in the Bible. We look for verses that assures us to fear nothing, to take courage, and do not be afraid. And our verse for today, which happens also to be the first reading for this day, is taken from the book of Genesis chapter 21 verse 12. Anong sabi doon? But God said to Abraham, "Do not be worried about the boy and Hagar, the slave. Do whatever Sarah tells you, because it is through Isaac that you will have the descendants I have promised." Now, this verse sounds familiar because mas nauna itong verse na to kaysa yung courage verse na pinag-usapan natin in the early days when we started this 365 days of courage. It talks about the impatience of Abraham na magkaroon ng anak, and he slept with his slave who is an Egyptian, and her name is Hagar. And of course, Hagar was able to give birth to Ishmael. And then later on, Sarah became pregnant just the same, and that was when Isaac was born. Now, syempre, out of jealousy, Sarah treated Hagar badly. Diba? Syempre, lalo na't katulong pa yan. And syempre, being the wife of the great father Abraham, is sabi niya, paalisin mo, palayasin mo yung katulong na yan at ang kanyang anak. And therefore, Abraham was worried. And that was when God said to him na huwag ka matakot para dyan sa bata at dyan kay Hagar. Because yung pangako ko sa'yo na pagkadami-dami mong angkan will be coming from Isaac and not Ishmael. But of course, you see, Hagar and Ishmael are both victims. They are victims of the impatience of Abraham and Sarah to have an heir, to have a descendant. We too have our own victims due to our own actions, due to our decisions, and due to the circumstances of our own doing. And I myself would like to apologize to all those people whom I have hurt because of my actions, because of my decisions. But even then na yung pangako ng Panginoon kay Abraham na magkakaroon siya ng napakaraming descendants was to be made possible through Isaac. Hindi pinabayaan ng Panginoon itong si Ishmael at ang kanyang nanay. In fact, God assured Abraham that Ishmael will have his own nation and that he will also bless him. Kasi nga, Ishmael is just a victim of circumstances. And so you see, sa mga naging biktima, do not feel bad. Because yesterday we talked about suffering unjustly. God comes to the help of those who suffer unjustly. And if you are a victim of circumstances, victim of actions of other people, victim of decisions of other people, victim of choices of other people, God will also come to your aid. And just like what He did to Ishmael, He blessed him, He will also bless you. And we all know that God is a God of justice. Even if God has promised Abraham his descendants through Isaac, God saw to it that Ishmael will not suffer unjustly, that he too will be blessed. And so therefore, kung ikaw ay biktima ng mga pangyayari, na kung saan you suffer because of that pangyayari, God will come to your aid. He will see to it that justice will also be done for you. But of course, wag naman natin masyadong i-capitalize din yung pagiging biktima natin. Usually kasi paawa effect din tayo minsan. Mga Pilipino tayo na kung saan pa-victim tayo. Biktima na nga tayo ng mga pangyayari. Ginagamit pa natin yun to attract sympathy and empathy from other people, and sometimes sumusobra na. Now, kahit biktima ka, guys, if any of you are victims, do not capitalize on your being a victim. God will surely equip you with the necessary skills, talents, with the ideas, with the resources that you need to build yourself up from the ground, from being a victim to a victor. And so, do not sulk in the corner and just cry dahil kawawa naman ako. Diba? God will see to it that you will be justified. God will see to it that you will be blessed. And therefore, what you should be doing instead of crying over spilled milk is to take those resources that God is giving you in order to build yourself up from the ground. Stand up. Wipe out your tears. Dress up and show up. And through all those things na naging biktima ka, grow up. Diba? Let the past stay in the past. Do not let it affect your future. Because as we always hear, and I have heard this from Brother Bo Sanchez, sabi niya, your past does not define your future. So if you're a victim in the past, don't stay in the past. Become a victor in the present and even in your future. So yun guys, do not be afraid. Just like when God comforted Abraham, because Abraham was worried about his anak sa labas, who is Ishmael, God will also comfort you and say to you, do not worry about that, because I will surely take care of you. Things are meant to happen. Ibig sabihin, si Isaac yung magiging daan para dumami yung mga angkan nitong si Abraham. Nakasulat yan eh. Nakapangako na sa kanya yan. Wala na tayong magagawa doon. For Ishmael, since isa siyang biktima, bibigyan din naman siya ng biyaya ng Panginoon. And so with you. Things are meant to happen. And it is only through acceptance that we get healed. Kasi kung hanggat hindi natin natatanggap na ganun talaga ang mangyayari, na yun talaga ang nakaplano, of course we have our own plans, but God's plans are still the best. And every time that we go out of God's plans for us, He will always redirect us. Paulit-ulit ko sinasabi ito, because yung akala nga kasi natin na no for God, akala natin is masama na yun. Take it as a blessing in disguise. You're being a victim now, or you're being a victim before, will propel you to become a victor tomorrow. So guys, don't stay where you are a victim forever. Rise up. God will surely bless you. And do not worry. He will see to it that you will be blessed. And so guys, these are encouraging words enough for us to propel our day today. And so guys, I hope that you will always tune in, kasi baka meron dyan nakaka-relate sa ganitong sitwasyon. And I hope that you read your Bible, you check the verses that we are reading every day, and be comforted by the thought that God Himself is saying not only to Abraham, but to each and every one who is in the same situation as Abraham. Do not worry. Do not worry. I am God, and I will take charge. Alright guys? And so I'll see you tomorrow. I hope you still tune in for day 59 of our 365 days of courage. Bye guys!